In today's video we are going to see a summary of the book, Your Money or Your Life by Vicki and Joe Dominguez. This book is one of the great books of personal finance that was published in the 90s. If you are one of those who have not yet read it, today I bring you a summary that will surely leave you wanting to do so. The book is focused on achieving financial independence and explains how to do it in 9 steps. When the first edition came out, it was a tremendous success, so much that there is even a movement called F.I.R.E, which stands for Financial Independence Retire Early. The author says that over the years, all the people she has met who follow this method have discovered that they have one quality in common. They all have a life purpose that goes beyond personal circumstances, and they are willing to do the hard work and persist until they reach it. He begins the book by asking the question, how much is enough? And he says that in a world where more is better, you can never have enough. Most people would like to have more than they have. However, it is difficult to define how much is enough. He shares a study conducted among his seminar attendees, where participants were asked about their current level of satisfaction, about their life in general, and were also asked to indicate the level of annual salary they receive. The majority scored between 2.6 and 2.8 on a scale of 1 to 5, regardless of their salary. The author concludes that as long as basic needs and a minimum level of comfort are covered, then it does not matter how much money you have. The important thing is to have a good, conscious and clear relationship with it. Gazingas pin. What is your favorite whim? Many times we look for external solutions to internal conflicts and buy things we don't need. It is a way to seek that external satisfaction. And to illustrate this, the authors have invented this funny word Gazingas pin, which represents our greatest weakness, which we cannot avoid buying. For some it may be shoes, for others it will be books, makeup, tools, kitchen utensils, magazines. Everyone has their own. That one thing that's so irresistible that no matter how many we have, we always need one more. And here are the 9 steps to achieving that financial independence. First step. Make peace with our past. In this first step, he presents us with an exercise that consists of writing down all the money we have generated throughout our lives. Yes, all of it. From the allowances our parents gave us, or that ticket our grandmother gave us for our birthday, or what our neighbor paid us for walking the dog. Everything, all our salaries, from the first one, from the first job we had, everything. Then he proposes us to make a balance sheet to calculate our net worth and to see the difference between all the money that came into our life and how much of that money we have today. The objective of this exercise is to create awareness of how we have earned and spent our money until today, without blame or reproach. Second step, living in the present. To account for our life energy. Money is equivalent to your time. Your vital energy, it's a part of your life that you are giving up to do your work. To that we also have to add the food we buy when we are away from home, the snacks, the coffees we get from the vending machine, or the childcare we pay for someone else to take care of our children while we are away. What we pay someone else to do chores that we are too tired to do, such as cleaning the house, the clothes we only wear to work, or even the money and time we spend on makeup or shaving. It poses us to make a calculation that goes far beyond dividing our salary by our working hours to determine how much we earn per hour, since we not only spend time and money on our work when we are at our job. We must also add the hours it takes us to get from home to work and back, the price of public transportation or the cost of gasoline, vehicle maintenance, and so on. All those expenses, whether in time or money, that we would not have if we were not working. Third step. Where does it all go? Once we know how much our vital energy is worth, we must find out how we are spending it. To do this, he suggests that we make a record of expenses, writing down the total spent per month, in each category of expenses, in money. But he also tells us to put the equivalent in our life energy. When your spending is aligned with your goals, it gives you a sense of fulfillment and wholeness, and you feel good about yourself. Your money is your life energy. Spend it on what gives you satisfaction and what is aligned with your life purpose. Step 4. 3 questions that will transform your life when you have your monthly spending record done. Ask yourself the following questions. Has this expense given me the satisfaction, joy, and value commensurate with the life energy invested? Is this expense aligned with my values and life purpose? How would I change this expense if I didn't have to work for money? He suggests that for each category of expense we indicate whether we believe that, if we stopped working, this expense would increase, decrease, or remain the same. Fifth step. Make the vital energy visible. Here she proposes to make a chart with our monthly income and our monthly expenses and put it on the wall or somewhere visible. She recommends hanging it in the kitchen or somewhere where anyone who comes to your house will see it. This way you will break taboos about secrecy, how much you earn or how much you spend. And it also tells of cases where this has served as motivation for other people. That is, someone comes to your house, sees your chart on the wall, and this motivates that other person to want to improve as well. But if you don't want to expose your finances to everyone who sets foot in your house, he recommends that you at least hang it in a closet or somewhere where you will see it every day. This will keep you in touch with your goals, as well as motivate you to see your progress. Sixth step. Give value to our life energy, reducing expenses. The author tells us that we must learn to spend less and make better use of what we already have. She also clarifies that being frugal does not mean being stingy or miserly. It means being able to enjoy the material world by avoiding having possessions that we do not enjoy. In this part of the book, he gives us a few tips to reduce expenses and to be able to save, but he emphasizes that what will make us save is the transformation we make, not the tips. Seventh step. Give value to our life energy by increasing our income. He tells us that we must respect the energy we put into our work, exchanging our time with purpose. Many times we let our jobs define us. We say I am a lawyer or I am a teacher, but that is what we do, not who we are. We get a job so we have money, so we can buy the things we need, and the things that give us satisfaction. But if we are miserable in our work, it's a little bit counterproductive, because we are miserable to get satisfaction. The author tells us that we must learn to separate our employment from our work, from our life purpose. If what we do to generate money is aligned with our purpose, great, that would be ideal. But if it is not, we must learn to differentiate both. On the one hand, we have to be clear about what our mission is. What is it that we can contribute and work on it? And on the other hand, we must stay in our job to generate money while we reach our financial independence, which will be when that job is no longer necessary. Do not ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you feel alive. Then go do it. Because what this world needs is more people who feel alive. Think about what you would do even if you weren't getting paid for it. What are the things you've done that make you proud of yourself? One factor that limits our income is our attitude. If we feel we are not good enough, we are more likely to sit in a corner feeling sorry for ourselves instead of taking advantage of the opportunities that come our way. Step 8. Capital and the meeting point. Make the following calculation. Capital per annual interest divided by 12. The result will be the monthly income from your investments. Add this to your chart and estimate when the lines of your expenses will cross with the line of your monthly investment income. That is the day you will achieve financial freedom. Financial independence is about having choices. It's not about money. It's about having the choice to be able to decide what we want to do with our most precious resources, our time, our attention, and our life. Step 9. Investing for financial independence. Make your financial plan using the 3 pillars: capital, which is the money that will generate more money; emergency fund, which will cover 6 months of expenses; and the difference in money between your income and your expenses. You will find it if you follow these 9 steps. Some of the things to keep in mind when investing are that our investments are aligned with our values and risk tolerance, that they are diversified and give us the current and future income we need, that they have some liquidity, and that they are suitable from a tax point of view. He summarizes the basic rules for us, which are: 1. Pay off debts and don't get into debt again. 2. Spend less than you earn. 3. Invest the difference between what you earn and what you spend in index funds. And 4. Hold those index funds for many years. In summary, this is a readable book that has many examples, many case studies, exercises, and questions. I liked it a lot, and I think it will continue to be a bestseller for a few more years. If your goal is to achieve financial independence, you must read this book. And even if that is not your goal, I think you can get a lot of interesting ideas from it. Would you like to share your Gazingas pin? I'll read your comments. If you like this video, please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel and share it on your social networks. It would help me a lot to keep producing more videos like this. See you next week. And remember, smart work is the key to success.